99 Nights in the Forest. It was supposed to be the ultimate Roblox survival experience. It's got the atmosphere, the tension, the terrifying creature design, and a progression system that actually makes you feel like you're accomplishing something. On paper, this is a masterpiece of Roblox horror. But there's one glaring, massive, game-breaking problem that the developers can't patch out. It's not the deer. It's not the owl. It's not even the insane resource scarcity. It's you guys. It's the players. I've spent hundreds of hours in this forest. I've reached night 90 more times than I care to admit, only to watch it all go up in smoke, literally, because the community has collectively decided to share one single brain cell. Today, we're diving into the absolute circus that is the 99 Nights community, and why, if things don't change, this game is going to be unplayable by next month. Buckle up, because I'm losing my mind. Let's start with the basics. Survival 101. In 99 Nights, resources are everything. If you don't have wood, you don't have a fire. If you don't have a fire, you're monster food. It's a very simple equation that a toddler could solve. Yet every time I join a public server, I encounter the gasoline gremlin. You know exactly who I'm talking about. It's night 3. We have plenty of light. The fire is roaring. We have 3 cans of gasoline left. And then, out of nowhere, some random player picks up a gas can and dumps the entire thing into the fire. Why? Because the button was there? Because they like the sound it makes? When you ask them why they did it, the response is always the same. Silence. Or worse, I didn't know. You didn't know that pouring flammable liquid into a massive fire during the easiest part of the game was a bad idea? This isn't just a noob problem. It's a lack of common sense problem. In a game built on teamwork, one person having the IQ of a lukewarm bowl of soup can ruin 6 hours of progress for 5 other people. It's the tragedy of the commons, Roblox edition. We all share the resources, so one person decides to waste them all because it's just a game. Yeah, it's a game I just spent 3 hours of my life on. Put the gas down. Then we have the main characters. These are the players who think 99 Nights is a solo boss rush simulator. They pick the scavenger or the lumberjack class, and the second the sun rises, they sprint into the darkest corner of the map. They don't communicate. They don't help build the base. They don't replant the trees, which, by the way, if you don't replant, you are literally killing the server's long-term survival. They go out there, they find a rare item, and then, predictably, they get cornered by a monster. Now, the rest of us, who are actually trying to play the game properly, have a choice. Do we let them die and lose whatever loot they were carrying, or do we risk the entire run to go rescue them? Usually, we try to rescue them because we're nice people. And what happens? We get there, we save them, and they immediately run away again without saying thanks, only to die 5 minutes later in a different ditch. These players treat the rest of the team like NPCs. They expect us to keep the fire going, craft the bandages, and build the defenses while they play their own private version of Forest Explorer. If you want to play solo, there is literally a private server option. Stop bringing your ego into my public lobbies and dragging the rest of us down into the dirt with you. But wait, it's not just the new players. The pros are arguably worse. If you've spent any time in the high-level 99 Nights community, you've met the gatekeeper. This is the guy who has the Night 99 badge and thinks it gives him the right to act like a drill sergeant in a Lego game. I've seen people get vote-kicked on night 10 because they picked up a piece of wood the wrong way. I've seen people get flamed in the chat for 10 minutes straight because they used one bandage when they were at 40% health. Save it for the end game, the pro screams while they hover over the crafting table like a gargoyle. This toxicity creates an environment where new players are too scared to actually learn the mechanics, so they either quit or they become the gasoline gremlins we talked about earlier because nobody showed them the right way to play. The elitism is insane. You're playing a game where the main antagonist is a giant pixelated deer. Calm down. You're not a tactical mastermind. You're just someone with too much free time and a superiority complex. When the pros make the game miserable for everyone else, the player base shrinks. And when the player base shrinks, the game dies. Congratulations, you played yourself. If I had a Robux for every time someone left a match on night 15, I would be richer than Builderman himself. This is the ultimate run killer. 99 Nights is a game of attrition. The difficulty scales based on how many people are in the server, but the workload doesn't necessarily get easier when someone leaves. You'll be in a great rhythm. Everyone has a role. One person is on wood, one is on patrol, one is crafting. Then, night 20 hits. It gets a little bit scary. A monster breaks a wall. And suddenly, user has left the game. Then another one. User has left the game. Why? Why join a game called 99 Nights if you only intend to stay for 12? It's like going to a movie theater, watching the trailers, and then walking out the second the opening credits roll. When people leave mid-run, it throws the entire ecosystem out of balance. Now the remaining players have to do double the work with the same amount of resources. It turns a fun challenge into a miserable chore. And don't get me started on the people who leave because they died once. You can be revived. There are mechanics in the game specifically designed to bring you back. But no, their ego is so fragile that the moment they hit the ground, they Alt plus F4 out of existence, leaving the rest of us to deal with the mess. If you don't have the attention span to sit through a long-form survival game, go play a 30-second obby. Stop wasting our time. So, what's the solution? Is the game doomed? Honestly, it feels like it. The developers can add all the new monsters and items they want, but they can't fix human nature. They could add a tutorial mode, but let's be real. The players I'm talking about wouldn't play it anyway. The community is ruining 99 Nights because they've forgotten that multiplayer implies a shared responsibility. We're all in that forest together. When you troll, when you hoard, when you leave, or when you gatekeep, you're not just playing your way. You're actively stealing the fun from everyone else in that lobby. Roblox is a platform for everyone, I get that. But some games require a level of maturity and cooperation that the current 99 Nights community just doesn't seem to have. If we want this game to survive, we need to start being better teammates. Replant the trees, communicate in the chat, help the noobs instead of kicking them. And for the love of everything holy, stay away from the gasoline unless the fire is actually dying. I want to love this game, I really do. But every time I click play, I'm not scared of the monsters in the woods. I'm scared of the 4 other people in my spawn circle, and that's the real horror story here. But hey, maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I've just had a string of 500 bad lobbies in a row. What do you guys think? Is the 99 Nights community actually toxic, or am I just a salty pro who needs to touch grass? Let me know in the comments. Tell me your worst horror stories about teammates. I want to read them all so I know I'm not alone in this pain. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more Roblox rants, and I'll see you in the forest. Hopefully in a server that actually knows how to replant a tree. Peace.